Yield to me, if you will, just one moment for a point of personal privilege. I don't want to go a moment further without thanking you, New Birth. A year ago, I came to you with a burden to go on a 40-day fast around Target. And what it is that we did out of this sanctuary caught on fire all over the country. Because of what it is that we pushed, 300,000 people said, I want to be a part of a movement that is happening within the church. That movement went from 40 days to 1 year. And I am so grateful unto God. You will not be erased out of history. Amen. When your heart is pure and your hands are clean, it don't matter who wants the credit. Amen. And so we just give God all of the glory. Come on, we ought to give God all of the glory. I'm going to say it again. Give God all of the glory. Amen. No reason to fight over who's first when God has the final say. Amen. And so let's walk together, children, and not get weary. There's going to be a great camp meeting in the promised land. Amen. Just trust God in all of your decisions, and everything else will fall into place. We cannot fall prone to weapons of mass distractions. At the end of the day, the only goal is for our people to have a level playing field. Whether you ever speak my name or not, I want God's name to be praised. And I want you to do me a favor. Would you cover your whole row with the sound of thanksgiving even now? Come on, let's give God glory. Come on, let's give God glory.
Is that he centers himself in everything. I thought Jamal Bryant started the Target boycott. I thought he did it with Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory. It was that the women came together, they brought him on to bring the church and, to make it more widespread and national and to have a bigger movement. He does this video where he claims that Target has met their 3 out of the 4 demands, and he declares it over. How do you declare something over? You make yourself the face of it. You declare it over, and you didn't start it. And the headlines are extremely confusing. You have people asking the very question that you started this off with. Are we boycotting it? Are we not? You have Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory saying, no, they have not met the demand, and they're still boycotting it, while Jamal Bryant, standing in front of a Target sign, is telling you it's over. You didn't start it. It started in Minneapolis. You should have said you're removing yourself from it and it's over for you. But now that you've come out and you've held this press conference and now these headlines, it's causing harm to what the original people who started it a month before you got involved, a black woman, you're taking away from the work that they're doing, and they're not saying it's over. And the further you research into it, they have not met the demands. They have not apologized publicly. This new CEO has not committed to bringing back the DEI initiatives and programs that existed before. They've merely renamed it with something else and said they'll look into the research of it. All they've done is committed to paying out the money that they already promised they would do prior to this boycott even starting. So what is Jamal Bryant talking about other than trying to establish himself as the beginning and the end of this boycott? I'm not saying that he did not bring this to a bigger audience and gather and corral people to boycott Target. I'm not saying that that wasn't good and that he was not beneficial to that. The problem is he's taking credit for something that he didn't start, and he's ending it when Target has not answered the call from the boycott. My biggest problem with Jamal Bryant is that he centers himself in everything.
Companies who have walked away from DEI, why did we pick Target first? And the answer to that resoundingly is Target is the only one we invited to the cookout. They were the only ones we felt were kissing cousins. They are the only Fortune 500 company that got a hood nickname. We called them Target because we had let them into the house. And so it was not just a abandonment of DEI, but we felt as if it was a betrayal to it. Target exceeded not just the $2 billion by Easter, they'll do at the 97% mark. But in our meeting with Leader Mallory and Bishop Daughtry, they shared they went above that with $100 million in grants.
Credit for leading things, which they should, because we all lead in our own right. But it took real work every day, even when at times we felt a lot of things. Sometimes betrayal, sometimes just tired. You're fighting against a massive system. And the fact that we were able to stay the course is really special to me. And of course, Jamal, who's my brother, my big brother, and his creativity, your creativity, let me not speak as if he's not in the room. Your creativity is incredible. What you have been able to do, not only in your life, but in your ministry and everything that we see happening, is you should be celebrated for it. Because it is certainly, you had the thing that helped us to kind of bring this to another level. And we all needed one another. We all needed to play a specific role. And so I'm grateful to be here, and good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for those who are tuning in.
And accomplish in the future. Leader Mallory spoke to what CEO Michael said to the 400,000 employees in terms of us not being treated with the highest level of respect. And the question that has been asked of us over the last year, of 35 Fortune 500 companies who have walked away from DEI, why did we pick Target first? And the answer to that resoundingly is Target is the only one we invited to the cookout. They were the only ones we felt were kissing cousins. They are the only Fortune 500 company that got a hood nickname. We called them Target because we had let them into the house. And so it was not just a abandonment of DEI, but we felt as if it was a betrayal to it. Target exceeded not just the $2 billion by Easter, they'll do at the 97% mark, but in our meeting with Leader Mallory and Bishop Daughtry, they shared they went above that with $100 million in grants. $100 million in grants and scholarships to Black-led community organizations, surpassing the original commitment. So we are at $2.1 billion. The second is our ask was about investing in HBCUs. Target understands, as we do, that HBCUs is the incubator of the largest amount of Black doctors, Black lawyers, Black engineers, Black public servants, and biasly, Black preachers. And so HBCUs have